Hey everyone, this is Mary Ann with Akashic Inspirations, and today is Friday, January 25th, 2013. And this morning I'm doing a romance twin flame reading for Lady Aurora. And I'm going to be using the Healing Cards with Carolyn Miss, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed, Sonia Choquette's Ask Your Guides, and Little Reminders, Love and Relationships by Amy Zerner and Monty Farber. Okay, I went into your Akashic records regarding your question regarding yourself and your twin flame. And the first thing that came out actually was a past life. And it was a past life that you had together. And you were on this sailing ship. And it was really bad weather, like huge waves, and the boat was like rocking back and forth, wind and rain. And I could see that you were like clinging to each other, you guys were terrified, but there was so much love between you. And they told me that it was around maybe the middle 1800s, so around 1850, and that you were on a sailing ship from England to Virginia. Unfortunately, you guys never arrived. The waves were so huge that it just came over the ship, turning the ship on its side and throwing you both overboard. So I said, what is it that they have to learn from this past life? And, what is the message for us? Why is this so important? And they said that it was, your guys said that it was a true metaphor for what you are experiencing in this life, in this relationship. So it's been very turbulent, very tossed, a very kind of stormy type of relationship, that you're both holding on tight in fear of losing each other again. But the big message for us is that instead of clinging together because you're in fear, you need to find a way to be able to hold on to each other because of love. It's a subtle difference, but the approach and the perception is completely different. It says that you loved each other very much in this past life, and that by having found each other again in this life, you are so blessed. It's such a precious gift to have another opportunity to be together again. And your guys are saying that they don't think that perhaps him more than you, but that you don't really realize what a gift it is to have. And that you guys are allowing circumstances and things which really are not that important in the overall scheme of your life path, your twin flame love, in comparison to the happy, joyful, and fulfilled lives that you could be living together now. So I think you really need to work together to help each other out of love, to overcome and release these fears and dramas and little insignificant things in the overall scheme of your eternal relationship that you have had. And it's seeing it from a higher perspective, from the energy of love, and that it's going to take you both a long way to climbing up the spiral ladder on your soul's paths. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and pull the first card that I got for you. Very appropriate. It says, pain is a touchstone of spiritual progress. And it's really beautiful because it kind of reminds me of the Hermit card. So here you've got this red coat that she has on. I mean, that's the passion, the fiery energies that is in your relationship. And yet here I see like snowflakes, and it looks like the dead of night. So this is very reminiscent right now of the full moon that we have coming up over the weekend, which is also considered a cold moon. Right now, this moment is the moment to release these fears. You have your inner guidance. You have the shining light, and it's got like little hearts and things on it to signify that this is a loving way to take care of releasing and forgiving. And it says, follow your pain as if it were a candle in the night, leading you to a place of decision. Clear choices can often heal your pain because they release your conflicts. So I think it's a super wonderful message for you to be able to use this time right now to shed the energizing vibration of love onto your relationship and release the emotional pain, release and forgive each other. The next card that I pulled from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms is the Arrow Master. So it's telling you, I mean, and I know that today, in Channeling Love's Diana from Channeling Love, and Tony, I know she had pulled this card similar through the Archangel Michael cards about being focused. So it's about being focused, knowing your intentions, and detaching, letting go of those things that do not serve you. And I wanted to read a little bit about what she says in the book because it's really appropriate. It says that the Arrow Master helps you target your intentions and teaches you how to shoot straight for the stars. The message is to be deliberate about focusing your dreams and desires with intention and about aligning your intention with spirit. Then let them fly on the wind, directed by the divine, until they reach their goal. The only way to hit the target is to allow the arrow of your intention to fly unencumbered by your eagerness to see it travel exactly the way you want it to go. You may think it needs to veer a certain way to reach your goal, but the invisible realms, human power cannot make this happen. The divine has its own idea of how the arrow flies and upon which wind it's carried. Nonetheless, if you don't shoot, you won't score. This is a fortunate message as long as you remember the law of detachment. If you do, then be assured that you're right on point. So, very interesting. Then we go to Ask Your Guides with Sonia Choquette, and what came out was balance and the Divine Teacher's card. So it talks about support, generosity, very pretty because, I mean, they're gifting to each other here. And it's a balance of giving and receiving in your relationships. So if you're giving too much, you can be resentful and angry with the other person, or if you're withholding, then you can feel guilty or defensive. So your teachers are coming in to tell you how to better align yourself within your relationship to find that balance, and that it's not an issue about controlling each other. It's allowing each other to be and to freely accept and receive the love that you have between you. And it's to have compassion for yourself as you seek this balance, that as you become more aware, the message is that there's no difference between giving and receiving love. And the last message that I've gotten, I really like this card. I love these cards. They're very interesting. Here you've got all these little hearts down here on the ground, this beautiful rose, and you have this angel coming in with the trumpets. I'm thinking of Gabriel's horn as it blows, having the lovers here. And it is the romance card. And it says, patiently show you accept your love's interest as is. Invest the time and effort to do so. The fires of romance can be fueled by following this golden rule. Appreciate your man each day. Respect your woman, come what may. Show it with dramatic flair. True romance is in the air. So again, it's about a balancing. It's about showing your intention, giving out that energy of love from your heart centered, and doing it by releasing the pain and the fear and the hurt of the past. Really setting your intentions clearly, with clarity about how what do you want to see in this relationship and what is it that you want to be able to give, and balancing out the giving and receiving, and true romance will come to you. So thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. I hope all of you are going to be joining us on our full moon red tent, IMBOLC forgiveness and release. It's actually wonderful. I know that you also provided a donation for us, so thank you so much for that. And we'll be on at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Glammie Witch's channel, and we're going to be discussing how to release these pains and hurts and allow forgiveness to come into our hearts so we can heal ourselves and allow these new energies which are coming next week, and we'll touch a little bit on that as well. So I send you much love and light. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today, and I send you many, many blessings. Namaste.